Yes, people, welcome back to the Treehouse Podcast. Myself, Yossi, live and direct from Brewtang. So if you don't know, get to know, get yourselves down here. Enjoy the coffees or that hip-hop themed coffee shop. It's a vibe. But anyway, I've got a guest here. He's smiling because he knows I've been trying to get him for a good minute, but I finally caught a wild seas in the Pokédex. I got him in the Pokédex now. He's in here, do you know what I'm saying? So what you telling me, bro? You good?
No, we're landed.
We're finally here. Luke, this one's for you, bro.
I know, big up Luke, man. Number one fan, Luke, all the time, man. He's my people.
Yeah, shout out Luke. He's been on me, bro.
Yo, Luke will get on to anyone. If he feels like I'm not being done my due service, bro, he'll get on to you.
Yeah, I rate that.
He's an original, proper. He's a one, like, let's get me. I got a track named after him, so he's
and he can cook as well. He can cook as well. Shout out
Luke Flavors every time, man.
Insta. So yeah, bro, obviously you've seen the show, you know the format. We always start at the very beginning of your musical journey, so to speak. So how did you get into music? What was your first bars? Have you always been called Cesar, Potter, Cesar?
I wasn't, you know, I wouldn't, I'll take the glasses off for that one. First, my actual original name when I was taking music seriously was Little Cesar.
Little Cesar.
So I was from that era of Little Romeo, Little Bow Wow, all of that, so.
Everything was a little.
Yeah, man, so I took the Little Wayne, I took that little moniker on as like Little Cesar, and getting into music, it was from Sidewinder tape packs.
Yeah.
Like my mum was an original raver, junglist massive raver. Like, so in my household, all I could hear was us jungle, like Eddie Ken, like Mickey Finn, Jumping Jack Frost, all of them things there. So then, as you know, when jungle started to not phase out, but when garage and grime was coming in, they'd put like grime sets on and grime and garage sets with Heartless Crew and whatnot on the same tape packs. Yeah. So when the two-step and garage started coming in, I was like, yeah, man, this is my kind of thing. So getting into it, that was what I just started listening to them, rewinding them, you know, the cassettes, rewinding them, listen to
on
them,
a long one
and then writing out the lyrics, you get me? So learning the lyrics and then repeating them, do you get me? That was my first experience with music.
So when did that progress then into writing your own stuff?
About the same time that Virus Syndicate was on the tape packs.
Right.
So if you remember right, it was on like East Connection, Roll Deep, whatever, Special Delivery, all of them kind of crews was on the tape packs. And then Virus Syndicate had their own little set as well, because as a Manchester, that was kind of like big for Manchester. They was representing us hard, like, so shout out JSD, Nicky D and Goldfinger.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that's what I started doing, getting onto them, and Mark 1's rhythm and Plastic Man's rhythm, they were my kind of rhythm, so I was like,
And that inspired you to write?
Yeah, man. And then it just so happened that I got introduced to JSD by Chimpo and Goodin, Wally Range Original, shout them out. And then, so that was how I started making my own lyrics. Yeah.
So, obviously, you just said that you started making lyrics. So, do you remember your first ever lyric, or one of, or like a bar that you used to say? You're laughing. You must have one tucked to it.
As far as I remember, I do remember my first bar as far as I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, we're not going to go there. It's cringing now. It's cringing now, bro.
Man said, I remember what I'm not telling you.
It was cringing now. Back then times, bro, my MC name was Striker.
Striker.
Man, you can imagine people used to start the first bar after the name. You get me? So like, Striker, and I'm a good mic, or I jump on the mic, allow it. It was whack, it was one of them ones. That was just died inside, by the way.
I think when we had Sleazy on, his first bars were about making toast or something when he was like 9. So you get me? It's one of them. You rap about what you know at that age.
It is, man.
How old was you then? But when you first started writing music,
11.
11. Okay. Yeah, that's young then. So obviously I think you've sort of touched on it anyway, but like, were your influences the jungle and the tapes and then obviously JSD and that, like you just said, were they your main influences, or is there anyone else you didn't mention?
From inception of me being an artist, it was Virus Syndicate. Yeah. And it was more hip hop. It was more like the US hip hop, because grime wasn't like, you didn't just, oh, that's grime. Like, grime got labelled after the fact. No one really knew what it was when it was
hard to
being
come
made,
by back then as well, innit? It's not like we had SBTV or these channels, that channels. We had like Channel U,
exactly,
AK, whatever.
And
that was it.
If you remember when Wiley made that track, What Do You Call It? Because like, they was making it for a minute, but no one knew what to label it.
Urban.
Like, is it two-step? Is it like, so that's what I'm saying. I was learning to rap over grime without knowing what it was.
Without really. Without the name to it, the label.
Yeah.
So obviously, bro, you've been about for a long time.
For a minute.
Yeah. So obviously, I found a picture the other day of you from the. For anyone who don't know, the Urban Superstars website is still up and running, and there's some cracker pictures on there, mate. So if you're watching this and you're an artist and you was on Urban Superstars, then I've got a mad picture of you on my laptop. Just know that, innit? Just know that.
Shout out Zero T as well.
Yeah, Zero T. There was a few on there. Wonder was on there.
Yeah. Lyrican.
Yeah. There was obviously you, man, were on there.
Militant Frontline.
Yeah, Militant Frontline. We'll make the picture pop up now.
Yeah, man, I remember that picture as well. I'm in the background with my hat to the side, like, just looking very serious. Yeah. It's a good picture still.
And Ven as well. Ven, looks like he's about to rob someone or something.
He looks like he's ready to murder someone.
Like
that's what it looks like.
Business, he's like, you give him, he's like, what are you looking at? It just looks mean, yo. Shout out Ven, man.
That day, I think his mum must have told him he was going to bed early or something that day, bro. That he's proper screw face. The
way he used to clown each other gives me a joke, man. It's funny. He's on it. It makes me laugh.
He's all over me like a rash on Twitter all the time.
Shout out Ven, man. Shout out
Ven every time.
And he's been like sending little like flirty tweets that he might start writing and that again. Ven, please pick up the pen, bro.
He's very capable, man.
Yeah,
I tell him all the time, like, but it's all about desire and time.
Yeah, of course.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, he's got his own business and all that.
Man, and if he can find the time and he's still got the fire in his belly for it, definitely do it, man. Cause the scene's only gonna get better with him.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. And obviously the chemistry used to have the tunes, all that on sets.
Your partners in grime,
the dirt lot sets back in the day.
Come on. Me and them would hold up our sets together.
Yeah, no, I've watched them, bro. I was there watching it, you get me? I'm on it, bro. So obviously we just touched on Ven, like, what's your thoughts on like the Manchester scene, who you're feeling, who you're listening to? Not going to ask you who you're not listening to, but like who you feeling.
I listen to a lot of Manchester artists, to be fair. I listen to Trevor Troops.
Yeah, shout out Troops, man. Gets a shout out every week, that guy.
Little Maz.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I got a special bond with Little Maz. Like, for me, he's my favourite artist in Manchester.
Yeah.
For me, yeah, man. I think he is super sick.
He is cold.
Super sick.
He's like, different, innit?
Yeah, he's also unique, bro.
Yeah. And La Boons as well. La Boons, like, in his own right, is unique as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I listen to them both, even. I listen to La Boons. Who else do I listen to? XP Burst Gang.
Yeah.
Top shot, or like I've got.
That's probably my favourite MC, you know. XP.
Big respect for XP. Like, anytime I get a verse off him, I know that it's shut down.
Yeah. What's the tune? Goku or what? I fucked it up on Spaces.
Kakarot or Goku.
Yeah, I'm not an anime guy, bro. I was on Spaces the other day and I was saying to Bowles, I was like, yo, run Cesar's tune, man. He's like, which one? So I said the Goku, or what did I say now? Karakak or some shit. But man just fucked it up and bare man were laughing at me in the Spaces. But I'm not a Dragon Ball Z guy. I know Goku, that's it. You get me?
No, I get it. And the producer Kyle Powis, shout out him every time.
Yeah, he's cold as well, man. Shout him out.
When we did the track and we was saving the project, he was like, what's it called? And then I was like, Kakarot or Goku. So he was like, oh, so it's either, I could name it. No, I was like, no, the name's actually Kakarot or Goku. Do you get me?
I thought you let him choose.
Yeah. But and I get it, it can be misleading.
It's just hard to say.
Especially if you don't watch anime. It's a Dragon Ball Z reference, man.
Yeah. A lot of people do though, innit? I'm weird in my age group. All my mates watched it and that, but it's just never for me, bro. I was a wrestling kid, me, on that vibe. But yeah, so who you feeling then?
Not who you feeling. I listened to. I said Trevor Troops, Little Maz, XP.
You got anything like, obviously we know we got the XP tune, you got anything lined up with any of them?
Nothing at the moment.
You and Little Maz have got to do something.
I did a performance with him yesterday in Charlton.
Did he perform as well?
Yeah, man. He was actually up there first time that we've performed that song together.
Oh, you've got a song together.
Yeah. We've got a song called For You.
Is it out?
Yeah, man. It's on my YouTube page.
Oh right, okay. So it's not. Is it not on the platforms? No?
Nah, we couldn't. Right, we couldn't get it out there digitally because
What is it? A beat thing?
Yeah, the producer. Basically, I wanted to buy the beat. You get me? Yeah. And the producer was going on a bit weird about it, so I was like, sweet, I'll just do the promo only thing without monetizing it.
Yeah, just get it out there anyway, innit?
But yeah, man, we were performing in Charlton yesterday at Boxfest.
Yeah.
Smashed it, as I said.
What else did you do at Boxfest? I seen a video of you.
I performed most of the song. No, a couple of songs off my EP, Equivalent Exchange.
What about the mechanical bull, bro? I'm gonna try and put a clip in this bit now, but he was on the mechanical. He doesn't give me a joke.
Yeah, I was moving like John Wayne, like you got me, a rodeo thing. Like. Nah, it was mad. Like I thought, do you know what? I had so much confidence because I jumped on the bull now and I grabbed it and I thought, yo, my bull.
Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah, I'm not coming off this bull. Do you get me? So
did you come off though?
Doing a little, and then the guy must have turned it up. So I was like, ooh, flew off, bro.
Yeah, we'll try and.
Man even held onto his horns, trying to hold on, bro.
Just dangling by the horns. That's chill.
Yeah, but that was fun. That was real fun. That was yesterday at Boxfest.
Man.
But yeah, as I said, I performed a couple of tracks off my new EP, Equivalent Exchange. Hit the Spotify.
Yeah, man, we'll put all the links for that. We'll go through it in depth in a minute, but
definitely.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to answer your question in terms of who I listen to. I listen to D Knowledge. I listen to Hypes.
Yeah.
Who else do I listen to in Manchester? I
I
know there's one person on my playlist that I'm missing out.
I know who it is, because they just dropped recently.
Who?
P1.
Exactly, P1 and Keem, yeah.
Vandal Grease.
Yeah, P1 and Keem, yeah.
Yeah, I knew it'd be that because that's what you said. The thing there, people that have dropped recently. Yeah. I'm banging them as well.
Yeah, and it's a banging EP as well.
Yeah.
Banging EP, good piece of work that.
Yeah, it's got Thingy on there, Hadouken as well, which is a big tune in it, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, big up P1 and Keem, man. Them man are flying the flag, doing it proper.
Yeah, they killed
especially as younger artists and me, all I can do is applaud them and give them due respect because they're doing their thing.
Yeah, man, they carry the flag well, innit?
Yeah, the thing with me as well, I make music that I enjoy listening to, do you get me? Yeah. So if I come home from work and I don't want to put on a Cesar tune, then I'm doing something wrong, do you get me? Because
yeah.
If I want to listen to music and I don't want to listen to myself, it's my problem. Like, right, you don't want to listen to yourself. What's going on?
Yeah.
And anyone that I reach out to do a feature with, it's because I rate them and I want them to be a part of my musical journey, do you get me?
Yeah.
So if I've ever reached out to any artist, there's your proof that I rate you, get me? I don't need to always say, you get me, my man's stutty or he's sick or nothing like that. Like,
you give your flowers in the way of let's work.
If I reach out, yeah.
Yeah.
And people have got different ways of communicating, but that's my way of saying, yo, you're sick, let's work, because I think that I rate your thing.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a weird one between artists, like, because some artists have got egos and they don't like to reach out for features and they don't like to tell someone else that someone else is sick because they think they're dampening their own thing, and it's proper like small-minded, that in my opinion. But yeah.
You never lose nothing from lighting someone else's candle, bro.
That's what I'm saying,
you know
bro.
What I'm saying, like, dropping gems out here.
Someone, you get me? If anyone wants to make a track with me and they want to reach out, man. I'm
if it blanks you, don't rate you.
I'm approachable. Trust me. I know. There's a stereotype and there's a narrative that people like to push, but I'm approachable and I'm all about music.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think people think that? Is it
because I speak my mind?
And
I'm true to myself. Yeah. You heard the bar in Kakarot or Goku? Do you get me? They don't like it when I speak my mind, or should I say, tweet my mind.
Yeah. You are a. Let me pick the words. Opinionated.
I'm a big personality, bro. I'm a big personality, and some people just can't digest it, and that's all it is, really and truly. But I'll have a conversation with anyone.
Yeah.
And I'm not always right. of course I'm not always right, but
Yeah,
I'm willing to have a conversation, and if I'm not right, let's have a conversation about why I'm not. And maybe I would submit and say, yeah, you know what, I was in the wrong that time.
Yeah.
But I'm passionate at the same time. So if I've got a point, it's because I'm passionate about it. But yeah, man, you will never see me change on Twitter.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about you, bro. And one thing that's like drawn me to you, because I like that, man. I like the realness, I like the rawness. Like, C's raw mixtape, that's your email, innit? Like raw. That's when raw, I seen like that,
raw
I
and uncut.
You know? I was like, that's him, innit? It's just raw, like you say, people might get offended, whatever, but you're being true to you, innit? And as long as you're not like fucking, obviously, doing anything on the mad thing on Twitter, if you're just speaking your mind, then there's no heart, in my opinion, unless like you're obviously spreading hate, being homophobic, like racist, anything like that, then that's a different ball game. But
of course,
that's complete. But I mean, in terms of you speak your mind, and that, I like that. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, man.
Big up yourself. Don't change, bro.
Let's say like we don't endorse and we don't like anyone being homophobic or racist.
Yeah, none of that.
We don't deal with none of that.
Yeah, when we say he's opinionated, it means in terms of music, not you know how people are on the internet.
Come on, man. There's a lot of internet muppets, bro.
And there he is, he's back. There he is. Yeah, so obviously you just touched on, was it Box Fest, sorry, was it called?
Yeah.
So obviously you did that yesterday, performed in a boxing ring. It's a
my
bit of
first
a different
festival
one.
Appearance, so that was a special one because
where was that? Was it in Cholton?
Cholton Sports Club Park.
Yeah.
So on Hardy Lane, it was my first festival appearance, so it was a special one for me because I know I performed up and down the country in clubs, nightclubs and bars, but venues, that was my first festival.
Yeah, and it was a proper outdoor, and you had the weather and everything, man.
Yeah, it was sunny, there was the maxi dresses, there was the bodycons.
The second on the list. Second on the list is maxi dress, you know.
Yeah, man, you know, there was sunglasses, there was all them to, you know.
Don't try and cover up now, you know.
Big up everyone that was there, but I was in the boxing ring as well. And,
that's what I'm saying.
You know that I'm a boxing man, you get me? I'm always on Twitter talking about the boxing, but so it was a big thing for me to perform in the boxing ring.
Yeah, you and XP are on that with the boxing stuff.
Oh, me and him could chat it up for
I'm a MMA guy, me, and I prefer the MMA too, but I do watch boxing, especially the big fights and that.
Yeah.
But sometimes I see you, man, talking about this fight, that fight. And I can't remember who it was. I seen you tweet about someone a while ago. And then like now, the shit out, I can't remember who it was. But I've seen you tweet about, saying this guy's good, he's fighting on the weekend, or one of them tweets that you do where you break someone down or whatever, and then like a year or two later, the guy's doing bits. Can't remember who it was, bro. Like I say, I'm not tapped in like that, but you know your shit.
Yeah, I do it quite a bit, cause I keep an eye on them from the Olympic circuit, so then when they go from the amateur to pro, I already know about the geezer. Yeah. So that's how I like to. And I'd like to think that anyone that follows me on Twitter don't just follow me for my music, they actually like my boxing input. So I do, as you say, give a little bit of I might say, okay, this card's on Saturday at this time, prelim start at that time, undercard start at this main ring walk where I get people DMing me saying, on Saturday, when's the main fight?
I get it with MMA, bro. People say, what time's the main event? So you're probably gonna have to go sleep, wake up, bro, one of them ones, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, people do it to me, so I know you tapped in with the boxing and that. So you just touched it, then do you do boxing and do you train and that? I think you
I do train, yeah.
I'm not seeing no bits for a while.
I do train. Just to keep fit, not to fight.
Yeah, you like it though, innit?
If there was an opportunity where it arises, like a little charity thing or something, then I'd jump in and I'm ready to rock.
Yeah, man. So sticking with the sports theme, bro, you play football as well, innit?
I did. I've hung my boots up now. Why? I've just not got the time, bro. Yeah. Like as I said, I'm a full-time single dad as well.
To be fair though, bro, I'm kind of glad you hung the boots up, because mama sees some antics from Cesar, you know. Was that on Termos or something, on a Saturday morning, and Cesar's brought his trunks and going diving. I'm going to make the clip pop up. Now, you get me, watch this clip, And
in the comments, tell me if I'm diving or not, because all I was taught is that if you're touched in the box by a defender or the keeper, go down. And what it looks like to me is that I took the ball around him and he made contact with me, so I went down.
Bro, I'm a striker, so I agree with that, innit? Like the contact in the box, I'm a striker. I'm like a in the box type of striker. You get me, like a poacher, Yeah. And with that But bro, it is so bad. I seen it, right? He posted it on his Insta story, and I messaged him, and then he's like, and then the next thing, was, is this a dive? So I messaged him and said, bro, what the fuck are you doing? That is a dive.
But I got the penalty though.
Yeah, he won the penalty. Did you take the pen?
No, I didn't take the. I can't take penalties for shit.
All right.
Any of my original brethren will know, if we're in a penalty shootout, I will lose us the game. Trust me, bro. I will.
You win the pens, but you can't take it.
Yeah. I'll win them all day.
But yeah, the clip would have just overlaid over the podcast then, yeah. So right now, drop a comment. We're gonna bring it to the Treehouse VAR. Yeah, VAR are gonna overrule now. Is it a penalty or not? I'm gonna say no penalty. No penalty for me. But,
it's a penalty for me, bro. I felt.
But at the end of the day, you got it, didn't you? You got the penalty, so cheater.
If it was a dive, that was a brilliant dive, because I went down like someone shot me.
Nah, I think the ref was just out the night before. I'd won too many red stripes. He thought, fuck it. He was on the halfway line and he thought, yo, if I blow, I'll get my breath back. So he just blew it and I said, yeah, penalty in it.
Maybe. It's either that or I'm very deceptive.
Yeah, one or the other. But yeah, let us know in the comments, bro. But definitely it was a dive.
No dive from me.
So yeah, you're not playing football now then, no?
Nah. I've hung the boots up.
You concentrating more on music, is that right?
Yeah, music just took off crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Took off crazy over there. Like I was just saying to my missus the other day, Equivalent Exchange only been out a month.
Already?
I released it on the 3rd of June. It's only been out a month, but June was just a crazy month for me.
June went
I did about 3-4 performances.
Yeah. You did the JSD.
Couple of interviews. I was in the BBC doing an interview as well. Like, it was just mad, bro.
That. Yeah.
So it's like everything's just coming. Like, so I've not got no time for things like football that I have to dedicate time to, because you see with me, when I start doing something, I've got to do it proper.
Yeah.
So I can't just be half-hearted in it. So I had to just knock that on the head, especially with me saying that I'm a single dad and I have my son full time. So
yeah, 100%, man. Big ups to you on that as well.
Yeah, man, blessed for that. But I work things around him and then try and bring my thing into it.
Yeah, so to add football in, I get that, bro. If the music's taking off, you clearly, in my opinion anyway, after that, looking at that dive, you clearly got more talent in music, innit? So yeah, you made the right choice.
That dive's really rubbed you up the wrong way,
bro, because I didn't expect it from you, man. I didn't expect it. I expected better.
It's got you that.
Yeah, I don't like that shit with you, though.
I'd have loved to play a game. I'd have got a penalty against your team.
Yeah, nah, you probably would, you know. My team, my centre backs, bro, they're just fucking madmen. They're just, you know what I mean? Just madmen.
Is it?
Yeah, one of them. But we've got a good. Nah, not like that. I'm not mugging man off. I just mean, what I mean is that old school centre back go through a man rather. You know what I'm saying?
Leave it in on you,
They're not ball playing centre backs. They'll go through you, fucking take you out. If you are diving, he's gonna leave something on you. So the penalty's just. You get me?
Oh yeah, I know about them, man.
Yeah, exactly. You know them ones, innit? So where do you play then normally on the wing?
Either wing or up top, anywhere across the front
three. Yeah, you strike me as that type of guy. Diving ass, you know.
Yo, bro.
It's rattled me, you know.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I would have loved to play. But then again, if you're saying that you've got a bunch of Big Daves at the back, then I'm not having it. You know, Big Dave in the pub and that, you know what them man are.
That's what I'm saying as well. That's what I'm saying. Go for a pint afterwards and just laugh about how I broke my man's leg.
Yeah. And he's got work tomorrow. Bet he won't be doing them spaghetti legs at work. You know, them ones.
Do a step over now, you could.
Yeah, for real.
So obviously we've touched on it briefly, the Equivalent Exchange, the EP, banging, bro. I'm just gonna, because I've slapped a bit here because we're a bit behind. I've not got, I've got it up there though. See that? See that?
Big up Yossi Media and the artwork as well, car. We put some time into getting that perfect.
Yeah, it's hard in, man. So yeah, we'll go through it. Obviously we've already touched on the feature tune that you got on there. So what, out of the, how many tracks is on there again?
Five tracks.
Five or six. So out of the 5, which one was your favourite to make for you?
To make?
Yeah, or the one you thought, maybe not your favourite to make, but the one you thought, this is my favourite. What's your favourite on the tape? Is it the one with the features? Or is it something you did yourself?
So, there's 2 parts of this answer. So there was a favourite to make, that I enjoyed making, and then there's a favourite to listen to.
Yeah.
So, favourite to make was Eyes and Ears.
Yeah.
Because as you know, that's a bubbly rhythm. And as I was making it, it was very hard for me to stop vibing and jumping around so I had to literally like hold myself like this instead of, because it's one of them where the beats like, I've been heavy, I wasn't ready, like, you get me?
So it's gonna just make you want to dance.
I was doing the P Diddy bop in the studio and all sorts, so that was fun to make. But to listen to Equivalent Exchange #1, that's my favourite to listen to. Just because of how personal, vulnerable, and how much it just literally splits me open. So if you didn't know me and you listen to that track, you know me now.
You know some stuff, yeah. So for me, I like obviously the one with P1 and XP. I'm not gonna try and butcher the name again, but because it's more of like a grime thing. That's more
Kakarot.
That's more my bag. I'm feeling that one, but I do like Eyes and Ears as well, because like you say, it's a bubbly. But don't get me wrong, I've been banging the whole tape. It's one of them. Because the way people bring out tapes now, it's like 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 8 songs, and like, if they was to go out as singles, you would bang them as singles anyway. So what I do is when a tape comes out, I'll take the tape in 1 or 2 times, and then it goes in the playlist then, and then it just on shuffle. So I might have like Vandal Grease in there, Your Ting in there, Rags' Ting in there, whatever, Hype's new tune, Blizzard's new tune, whatever we've got going, and it'll just be on shuffle, and that's how I'll take it in. So sometimes I might listen to a project, and like you said then, the Equivalent Exchange, the title track is like a bit of a deep one, bit of an open one. I might have listened to that, but because that's not what I was looking for at the time I've listened to it, I've got sort of skimmed past it, I've listened to it but not took it in. You get me? So what I'll do is when it goes in on,
didn't hear it.
So then when it goes in on shuffle, I could be doing anything and it'll just grab me, and then I'm like, let me actually jack this, retake it in, and I'll take that 5 minutes or however long the song is, listen to it, and then I'm like, right, that is a banger. And then I know then in my head that I like that one now proper. Whereas with your tape as well, when it dropped, it was over the bank holiday weekend. And I was at a wedding and that away, so I didn't listen to your tape till the following like Wednesday. So it was like 5, maybe 6 days old or whatever. It was coming around to a week old.
It was a Jubilee week.
That was it. The Jubilee. So I had a wedding on the Thursday, and then I was rough for like 2 days. And then I'd just get my head back in the game and get on my shit and go. Obviously, I had work and all that. You get me? So and then when I took it in, I did what I said. I listened to it like twice. Them tracks stood out to me. But then when I went back and it went in the playlist, the title track stood out to me. He's saying stuff. You get me? This is. And for you as well as an artist, I've not seen that much from you. So that's a bit, for me, I see that as like a big thing, and also as like artist progression as well, because you're showing vulnerability, bro.
100%.
People like that.
100%.
You know what I mean? So big up yourself on that, man, because the tape's sick. We'll put the link below and make the artwork pop up now. What's my man called again? Sorry, I forgot who did the artwork.
Yossi Media.
Yeah, man, shout him out as well, because it is hard.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Obviously, we spent time, like, I think it took us like a month and a half to get that right, with him sending drafts and me. And you know what I'm like, because you've worked with me before. I think even at one point you said, bro, like, I'm just gonna, like, you find someone else to do that because I've not got the time at the minute.
It was one of them.
Because I'm a perfectionist. I hate, because I was like, you wanted to get it right, but I wanted to get it right, but you had other things to dedicate your time to at that time.
I just remember now, this just come back to me on it. Was it Trill 101? What was the last tape?
Do More, Say Less.
We both did the artwork for that.
You did that.
I started it, and then this guy's moving mad like he does, perfectionist. But we didn't have the time, so it was. And then you ended up finishing it yourself, innit? It was big, man.
So I give you the idea, and then you pretty much polished it up for me.
It was sick. But that time I remember when we was working on the other one, and I was like, bro, because me doing artwork, I don't do it full time. So when I do it, I ever want to just. I have people who shout me and they'll say, oh bro, this is the name of the track, here's the song. You do your thing and I make it 9 times out of 10 they're happy. Then I have people like yourself who are more hands-on, which I don't mind. That's cool, it's your art at the end of the day. I'm just helping you do one element of it.
100%.
But then if I can't do it, or 2, if I don't have the time to do it, I'm not gonna be one of these guys to long up your shit.
To delay it, and that's what I appreciate about you. Just come on straight up. Like, I think we did like 3 drafts, and then I was like, nah, and then you was like, you know what? I'm probably not gonna be able to do it because the time, and you're gonna want this, and I've not got the time either. So do you get me? And I didn't see that as a disrespectful thing either. I appreciated that because you was just straightforward, and I was like, buzzing, sweet, thank you. I'll take it elsewhere and get it done. Boom, boom, boom.
Just honesty, innit, bro? You just got, because like say if I say I can do it, knowing full well I'm not gonna have the time for a week, it's gonna be a week till I sit down to do it. Then it's gonna be however many back and forth till it's perfect. It's just not, and then that's gonna delay your thing. And obviously, at the same time, I'm a fan. I want you to drop the thing. I want it out as quick as possible.
You don't want to delay it more, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what it is with releases and EPs and mixtapes, and because I just heard you dropping and saying the tape and whatnot, but it's an EP.
Yeah, really. I always say tape. It's just my preferred word for it. But
do you know what it is because when you're an artist, in this day and age, the main thing for you is to build your fan base.
Yeah, 100%.
Just dropping some gems from an artist perspective, it's more beneficial from an artist to drop every song off that EP as a single. You get me? Every couple of months, just drop that single, drop that single, drop that single, and just carry on creating the momentum. Because once you drop an EP with 5 tracks on it, it's disposable. That was new, and then from the second it gets released, it's old. Do you get me? So what we kind of try and do is we stick with the singles because you can get more reach and more push out of a single. But there does come a time where you need to get a project out there, but when you've not really got that fan base there to drop in a mixtape, it's kind of counterproductive. Because with a mixtape, as you know, it's probably about 15, 16, 17 songs. So if you drop an EP, it's more like, okay, I see you lot there that are supporting, man. Hold this. That's for you lot.
And they will take it.
Yeah, man, and they can take it in. But as I said, in terms of it's much better for an artist to just keep doing singles, because I could write throughout the year 10 songs, have that on a project, and then for me to drop it in one month on a project. As soon as I've dropped that, so check with equivalent exchange, I dropped that now, it's not new no more, it's old. As you know, the way that we are now, this new generation, they digest things so quickly.
It's digested and then it's
everything's
gone,
disposable. So it's like, what's next? So someone said to me the other day, because my little brother's an actor, so actors will spend years creating a series. When Top Boy dropped, I bet you did that in like a day or two, innit?
I think I watched it in like 3 days over a weekend,
Exactly.
But I did see on Twitter, people had watched it. I seen an interview actually with Asher D and Kano, and they said they was at a release party. It came out on a Friday. They was at a party on the Saturday, and people were saying, "Oh, I can't believe it!" And they're like, "You done the thing already?" Ashley Walters was like, "Oh, I've spent like 6 to 8 months.
You spent months,
and you've done it in 24
and you've done
hours.
It in a day.
They couldn't believe it themselves. Do you know what I mean? So
music's pretty much the same. The way I like to see it now, music's the same as series, movies,
but probably even more disposable because it's just audio.
So
you know what I mean?
Do you get me? Someone will listen to your track or your EP or your album maybe twice, 3 times if they're not a fan of you anyway. And then that's done. Then they might say, what's next? Your fans, they'll be bumping it and they'll carry on repeating it. But a day or two after you've released it, they're like, yo, when's the next track? Do you get me? So it's hard. It's hard for an artist. Not to say that we don't like it, but it's like, just let the thing breathe a bit, bro. Like, you lot have got me on 24/7. Like,
better Luke's hitting you
man. Like, to be fair to Luke, he's not hit me up yet, but he will be soon. He'll be expecting a summer track from me. And to be honest, it's right.
That's a good shout, that actually. You should drop something this summer.
I have. Even my manager was on my case saying like, what have we got for summer? So end of August, start of September. I'm going to be dropping a little flavour.
That'll be a single.
That's going to be a single. I'd love it to be a garage vibe, I won't lie to you. And you know where I'd love to produce it? Blizzard.
Yo, talk them things.
I seen him the other day on his Twitter, he posted something like, I'm doing deals on beats, rare, hit me up. I'm going to slide in his DMs,
bro, slide in them.
Slide in it.
The guy's a wizard. The guy's a wizard. Man's on about the DMs like he's not sat over there.
Yo, I seen the tweet, and I know that you can hear me, yeah, but you seen the tweet, and he was like, I'm doing exclusive beats. Like, he wasn't talking about leasing, you know. He said, and I seen that.
Nah, you're saving for a wedding, man. You're saving for a wedding.
Trust me, I'm gonna support the cause. Trust me, Blizz, man. But I'd love you to produce that. Thank you.
You see them collabs we're creating right here now.
No, man, we got Blizzard downstairs.
Yeah, shout out Blizzard. He's in next week. His episode's out next week or the week after. So yeah, man, fucking you and Blizz gonna do a garage thing. I'm looking forward to that.
I'd love him to produce it, yeah.
And you know for a fact, right, I'm looking now, yeah, straight ahead, and the producer's got the biggest smile on his face. I already know he's gonna clip this up, boys. And it's going to be a clip on Instagram, so there's no getting out of it. You got to do it.
Nah, defo. And defo, man, I was even talking to Little Maz about it yesterday because I'd love him to do the hook. So trust me, man.
Okay.
End of August, start of September. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, man. So for the rest of the year, then obviously we touched on the Box Fest. Like, what have you got any more gigs coming up and that you getting bookings or?
Nothing that I can announce right now.
Okay. Some stuff in the pipeline.
I have got something in the pipeline.
I can tell by the way you're like, you've turned into a footballer again, bro. Yeah,
there is something in the pipeline that my manager did tell me about, but we just need to get confirmation and then I can announce it.
Yeah.
And that's another kind of like festival kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no announced or confirmed dates so far.
Yeah. So yeah, if it has been announced since this episode has dropped, we'll put the link for the tickets or whatever. If it lines up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll have everything.
We'll have everything in the comments, the Insta, the Twitter, everything, man.
Yeah, we'll put all his links below for all his stuff, and obviously go and check out his new EP. So obviously we just touched on the garage thing that we just literally created the idea right now, which is sick. So have you got any other things coming, or is it just in your head you want to do that?
Nah, you know what it is for me.
Sat on stuff?
Nah, I have got stuff there, but for me it's all about road mapping things. So right now I believe that I've put a lot of blood, sweat and tears and effort into Equivalent Exchange. So I need to give that its due promo. I know people that drop things, artists sometimes do themselves a disservice by not promoting it enough. They promote it for like a week or two. Trust me, bro, by Christmas I'll still be promoting Equivalent Exchange. I think Tyler the Creator said something similar about artists only promote their project for a few weeks. I promote my project for a year. So I'm going to still push out Equivalent Exchange, and there's going to be people that have seen it on Insta, seen it on Twitter, and are probably sick of seeing it. Sorry, it is what it is.
I'm going to keep retweeting
sorry,
it.
Not sorry, one of them ones.
Manchester music.
You got me, one of them ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just going to keep pushing that. The plan is to drop 3 singles before the end of 2022.
Okay.
So there you go.
So he's got music coming.
Yeah, you've got pretty much, you've had the scoop there.
Yeah, you get me. You know that's what I wanted.
You got the exclusive, man.
He knows that's what I wanted.
That's where we're at. 3 singles, get some videos done. By the way, there is going to be a couple videos of Equivalent Exchange.
Yeah, there's none out at the minute.
No.
Yeah.
And they will be going directly to Treehouse, because I did promise Walshy that when I said before I dropped it, I said I was going to do that.
I love that because I've not even had to remind him about that. You know, he's just said that. So love, bro, definitely. But before we go anyway, I've got a few, obviously the fan questions that we had in it.
Yeah.
So I just want to run over them. I just wanted to do all the formalities.
Let's see what they got for me.
So let's have a look. So obviously this one is the Hufflepuff thing. So I'm not going to ask the question, but you're a Hufflepuff though, apparently.
Nah, I'm not a Hufflepuff. I'm a Gryffindor, you know.
Is it Steph?
Yeah,
Steph.
Big up Steph.
We sort of touched on most of these, but I think this is a good one from Venomous, sent in by Ven. So it says, if you don't get the traction or recognition you want out of the music, will you stop or continue? And I think that's a good question, because it sort of like will give an indication of why you do music. Do you do it for the traction and the recognition, or do you do it because, like you said earlier, you like to make music that you like to listen to? You know what I'm saying? Man. So I think that is a good question. So
I'm my own biggest fan, first and foremost. You get me? So I make music that I want to listen to.
If you don't rate yourself, why should anyone else rate you?
Exactly.
That's
so
what I always
anyone
say.
listening to me is a bonus, and a good bonus. Like, I love the fact that people will bump me in the car, in the house.
Because you're running up your own streams anyway.
Yeah, man, because
banging your own
first and foremost, music's a vice for me. It's a way of expressing myself, and I talk to myself through music.
Yeah.
So just as anyone might write themselves a letter or write the ideas down, I write lyrics and songs to speak to myself.
Yeah.
So if I don't get traction from music, it's fine. I will carry on doing music.
Yeah.
But there's a lifeline and everything.
Yeah.
Honestly, there is, as you know. Everything's got an age.
Yeah, you're not going to do it forever,
I'm not going to do it forever. And the next step after that, when I stop making music, is I've got my own label. My label is called 7 Forever Records.
Yeah.
So I'd love to have my own studio and sign youngers. So you see someone like me with all the knowledge and all of the insight
you've had to navigate yourself with in the early days with
taught myself, and I've been done over and I've been bent over and left, and I know what to not go for, what to go for. I'd be a great person to sign, like, and scout a young talent and sign them and push them, because I know which ways to go, what ways to go, because of my own mistakes. So that's what to answer the question, if I stop making when I stop making music, and if it doesn't bust like I want it to, that's what I'll do. I will have my own studio.
So it's still musical, innit? So I think in a general consensus of that thing, it is like, don't matter about the traction or recognition. It's about the love of making music,
of course,
innit?
man. I'll be involved in music until I die, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm an engineer as well. Like, I'm a one-man band. I do it all, bro.
Oh,
so
do you?
yeah, man. I engineer myself. I master myself. I record myself. I do it all, bro.
Yeah, man.
Only thing I don't do is make my own beats.
I was going to say, that's what I was just about to ask. Do you make beats? But you've not mentioned that.
I used to when I was between 11 and 16. I was, and then the old PC that I had ended up breaking. I had Reason on, and I've just not went out and bought a Reason again or anything like that. So that's all it is.
Yeah, you don't want to do too much though at the same time.
Nah, it's a lot, man. Sometimes you just to enjoy it and to actually feel it. Sometimes you want someone else cooking it up for you. Do you get me?
Yeah, I hear that. So thanks for coming on, bro. It's good to finally have you in. We'll put all the links for everything below for all Cesar's stuff. Big shout out to Frequency and Brewtang as always for helping put everything.
For housing, man. Thank you for housing, Treehouse. It's great hospitality.
My guy, man. Yeah, shout out Brewtang. So tap in with all the links below. Go and check out Equivalent Exchange, Big Boy EP.
Do that.
And follow Cesar on all socials, man. And make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your nana's cat. We're out of here. We'll see you next week.
So.